Matt has to leave early tonight, so before the rest of the crowd arrive, we'll have him say his piece, recounting his adventures and thoughts in regards to the year that has just gone past. Okay, Matt.
Well, I graduated from high school, Porterville High School, that past year, and I started my first year at URI. I did all right. I didn't get my marks back, though. I'm still waiting, but I figure about close to a 3.0. I'm waiting for my friends to come over now. We're going to have a party up in the attic, play some pool, and get loaded. I'm still working down at Bobby K's Drive-In in Glendale. I was working at Johnny's Clam Spa before then. For Christmas, I got a few pretty nice shirts that Mom got me and a pair of pants I can wear down at school to get all the chicks after me. That's about it. Happy New Year. Yeah, looking forward to continuous success at URI. And I'm now signing off to Clayton.
Okay, Matt. Well, Clay's not available right now, so we're going to have Tim come in here and say his word. Okay, Tim.
Well, I made my confirmation this year. I got a job, and I also got my license. And I'd like to wish everybody a Happy New Year.
Okay, here's Dave now to add his 2 cents worth.
Well, just like Tim, I made my confirmation this year, and I got employed up at the rink making $5 a night. Parking cars. Get into the hockey game free, that's the only reason I do it. I had to go to summer school this year. I had to spend $80. So I went through it like a breeze. Highest mark in one of my classes. Got my stereo set this year. I got my turntable on December the 14th. Mikey bought it and got it for half price. I think he just pocketed the money and went out and got one for free. So that was sort of my birthday and Christmas present. That's why I wish everybody a Happy New Year.
Okay, here comes Kimberly.
Well, I had a good Christmas this year. I got quite a lot of things, some skates, and this year my cat Frisky had kittens. He had 2 of them, but I had to give them away to the SPCA. Kept on leaving messes everywhere. And for my birthday, I got a Huffy Thunder Road. Works pretty good. Broke a couple times, but it's still alright. And I'd like to wish everyone a Happy New Year.
Well, just got word from Bubby. His boy has got diarrhea or window complaint or something or other, so he won't be down tonight. Mike, well, he won't be down either. Not too much to eat down here. EJ is off in Fort Campbell, Kentucky, so he's excused. AP is not. He's sleeping over to Craig's. Craig who? Craig Martin. Well, that's too bad. Well, kind of a dismal night, warm. Rained last night. Took away most of the snow that had accumulated here. So while we're waiting for Ma to come down here, I think I will record my annual diary starting back with January 1st of 1974.
In 1975, Brad, Pam, and Brad Jr. are here. Mike is absent. EJ, Jeff are both absent. Dave is in and out. It's a lousy night. It's snowing like crazy, and it's a good night to stay home and watch Guy Lombardo, and that's exactly what we did. Matt is also absent. January 1st, this morning. Beautiful New Year's Day, nice and warm, and all the snow is rapidly disappearing. Fortunately, his dad still does not have any snow tires on his car. January 2nd, Dad and Ma start a 10-day vacation. Plans are to go south and to bask in the sun in sunny Chepachet. January 10, Kimberly goes to her first dance. January 20, Dad has a new job. He has agreed to take over the Fogarty Child Health Program for the town of Burrville. March the 31st, in the interim, Matt has been accepted at URI and has also been accepted at Clarkson College of Technology. Seems to be in a dilemma as to which direction he should go, as he still has a physical exam pending at the Coast Guard Academy. March the 31st, nurses have an open house at their office in Pasco to inaugurate the forthcoming Fogarty Memorial Health Project for the care of infants and youth, which is to commence in 2 days. April 2nd, the first day of the new health project in Pasco. Everything went very well, very smooth. Everybody seemed satisfied. The help seemed happy and also satisfied with the way things went. And if things continue this way, I believe that this new setup should be a lot of fun and also a successful project. April the 18th, Timothy and David received the sacrament of confirmation tonight from Bishop Kenneth Angel at Our Lady of Good Help in Mapleville. Mar is the sponsor for both of them. Also April 18, Dad starts a 10-day vacation. Mar is overlooking at new cars. He better get back to work. April 25, Ma goes over grocery shopping driving a new lime-colored Bobcat. April 30, war in South Vietnam ends at long last. May the 3rd, Dad now has a metallic blue 1975 Porsche parked in his garage. May the 4th, Kimberly runs all over town celebrating the Burrville bicentennial. Winds up in front of Jules with a great big scroll that is read by Tisha Smith in front of Julius's. May 21st, Clay gets his marks from Clarkson, 3.6666. He is back on the dean's list and we're proud of him. June the 12th, Matthew graduates from Burrville High School. His diploma is presented to him by Mrs. Dorothy L. Smith, member of the Burrville School Committee. Latter part of June, EJ joins the Army. Lest we forget, the latter part of May, Kimberly's cat presents the family with 2 new kittens. July the 5th, the new malpractice insurance rates arrive. Dad's premiums take a 540% rise. On the 7th of July, a new fee schedule went into effect, needless to say. July 17, Dad starts his vacation from now until Monday morning, August the 4th. July 29, EJ goes to Boston to start his 3-year stretch in the Army. August the 2nd, nearing the end of our vacation, today the temperature hit a record 99 degrees. Yesterday it hit a record of 95 degrees. The day before it hit a record of 92.5 degrees. Very hot, very, very humid. The swimming pool is more like a bathtub. Yesterday the temperature in Providence was 104, which was the highest temperature that has ever been recorded in the city of acute appendicitis. September 28, Tim comes home from hospital, still has bellyache, no diagnosis made. September 28th, the sun came out today after almost 1 week of constant rain. 5.02 inches total. October 17th, the pool was closed up for the season. JP and I are the last ones in. October the 21st, we watched the Red Sox lose game number 7 to the Cincinnati Reds and go down to defeat in the World Series. Sad night in Boston. October 22nd, the Callahan School is bombed by Musso's mysterious sickness as over 100 kids are sent home with nausea, vomiting, and abdominal cramps. Cause of sudden explosive epidemic in the school, unknown. Lovely October weather continues. October the 25th, Ma and Dad, together with the Bushes, sit in Harvard Stadium through a driving rain and watch the big Dartmouth football team being mowed under by the Harvard team to the tune of 24-10. Extremely humiliating. November 14, EJ graduates from his basic training at Fort Dix and is number 1 in his class. Very, very commendable. November 15, Ma and Dad attend the bicentennial dance in Pasco, and Ma wins the first prize for the prettiest costume, which she created herself. A work of art. November the 23rd, EJ, Ann, and family leave this morning. Destination Fort Campbell, Kentucky. November 24th, an unpredicted snowstorm dumps 4 inches of snow in the area. All sorts of problems resulting. November 27, Thanksgiving Day. Heavy, cold rain all day long. Miserable day. Family at full strength as usual, except for EJ and family. They call at night from Fort Campbell in Kentucky. They made their trip okay. November 30, the last day of the month. This has been the warmest November in the history of the Weather Bureau. Christmas Day, 1975. We had 1 snowstorm on the 22nd, the 23rd, the 24th. Each storm dumped 4 inches on the 22nd, 4 inches on the 23rd, and 8 inches on the 24th. So our total accumulation on the ground at the present time is about 16 inches. The temperature last night was -3 degrees below zero. The temperature this morning upon arising was -10 degrees below zero. Despite all the adverse weather, the family was here in full strength today, despite EJ, who was down in Tennessee. A great time was had by all. Great presents were exchanged, and everybody had a great time. Ma's feast was, as usual, way above the usual expectations. December the 30th, Kimberly Smith wins the Most Valuable Player Award in her basketball league.
And so ends the running diary as I have recorded it over the year 1975. And now who's next? Now we'll introduce Clay to have him come on here and say a few volumes.
I'm in my junior year at college now. Surprising how fast time flies. Just finished my first semester of junior year. Got my marks 3.67. Pretty good. Was unemployed all summer. Had a few odd jobs. Worked for my Uncle Arthur and Earl Robinson. Not much. Yeah. Not much else happened worth mentioning. That I can remember right now. had an enjoyable Christmas, Thanksgiving, and yeah, I spent a lot of time in the swimming pool. That's about it. I wish everybody a Happy New Year.
We have one public health note here that I neglected to mention on my tape. It was found in late fall on a routine insurance exam that Dad was carrying a mild hypertension. Upon returning home, Ma dashed to the phone to call Bobby Brown and called the grave diggers and told them all to stand by. Dad was due to drop dead at any minute. So at the present time, he's under massive doses of medication. Keep his blood pressure down where it belongs. I don't know why. It is now 5 hours before midnight. We are all sitting around waiting for Guy Lombardo to come on. For Christmas, I got a new bell for my telephone to replace the one that was worn out. And we get 2 gallons of dip here for cocktails, but I guess nobody's going to show up tonight. 1 gallon for Ma, 1 gallon for Dad. We got Frank Nitty up in the attic. He'll have his gang down in a little while. Okay, here's Ma.
It's difficult for me to recall my impressions of the highlights of 1975. So many things have happened, it's just hard to remember everything. Ernie has given the best account of the important events on his diary, a great memory bank to rely on our annual New Year's Eve recording. Tonight, I am thankful that each member of the family is in good health, though they are not all with us. EJ's decision to join the Army seems to have been a wise one. He has gained a great deal of self-confidence, ambition, and self-discipline. This accomplishment attested to by his award as honor graduate of his class at Fort Dix. I'd like to read a letter of commendation by the Lieutenant Colonel commanding officer on this 1st Battalion that he was in his training center. It says, I wish to take this opportunity to commend you on your outstanding achievement as being selected as honor graduate of class number 14.76 Tactical Wire Operations Specialist course. You have earned this distinction based on your possession of soldierly qualities, demonstrated initiative, and academic proficiency. You quickly grasped the subject matter presented and constantly executed all tasks in an exemplary manner. You may be justly proud of this accomplishment, as we are to have had you as a member of the 1st Battalion. Again, I wish to commend you for your outstanding performance, and I wish you continued success in your future endeavors. As Ernie has probably said in his diary, EJ and Ann are now in Clarksville, Kentucky, where EJ is furthering his military career. I enjoyed having Ann, Chris, and Holly here while EJ was at Fort Dix. I do miss them. We miss them at Thanksgiving and Christmas. However, they called on both occasions, and that was second best. We enjoyed the swimming pool immensely this summer. This year we took 2 weeks off for our vacation, and we had beautiful weather the whole time. I think in 1976 we have to devise some method where I can answer the phone and take appointments in the morning out there while I clean the pool and vacuum it. This way I can get some sun and answer the phone at the same time. I don't know whether this will mean putting a jack out there with underground wire. This is what Bill Ormsby suggested we do. I think it would be a great advantage weekends when Ernie's on call to have some kind of a answering service answering mechanism out there instead of running into the house. Edward and Arthur are in relatively good health, although Edward has been in and out of the hospital this year. We have met for lunch on 2 occasions at Edwards, and 1 occasion when they came here for lunch. With Clay and Matt at college, our fall and winter and spring in-house residency has only consisted of J.P., Kimberly, Timmy, and Dave, which has cut down quite a bit on washing. I can now sometimes go 2 days without washing clothes, which is something I've never been able to do before. I find myself cooking 2 big meals because I'm so used to cooking for a big crowd. However, Michael and Jeff come every weekend, and it is my special buffet that they seem to like, and I'm glad to have them come. The Beaulieu's were married again in September and seem to be quite happy. They're very good friends of ours. One day this summer we went on their boat, and it was a lovely occasion. They have invited Kimberly and J.P. to go next year, and I think that they would enjoy it. Joanne's oldest son, Ronnie, was married in October, and Ray and I happened to be on vacation, and we went and had a lovely time at their wedding. Nana seems to be holding her own physically, although her mental capacities have left her. It's rather sad. She's well cared for, clean, and not in pain. Dave and Eleanor came up to see her in late August. They stayed overnight here, and we took them to the lobster pot for a great meal. One very sad note that has happened this fall is to, just recently, this December, is to find our very dear friends, Orland and Mary, both in Waterman Heights Nursing Home. Orland, who has operated on me twice, and who operated on Ernie, who operated on Lizzie twice, saved Lizzie's life, the cancer of the rectum. A great, great doctor to be reduced to almost an invalid to be cared for. And Mary, a lovely, kind, good woman who now is really in pretty sad physical and mental health. They're both, I think, early 70, Mary possibly 72, and it's really pretty sad. But we all get old. I do feel 1 whole year older this year, even though physically I can seem to keep up. I do feel older. My school committee work and my hospital board of trustees has kept me pretty busy. I enjoy the work. I have to decide whether or not to run again this coming year as my term expires, and I'll be up for re-election. It is a great deal of responsibility on this position. However, it does pay for our Blue Cross, and the little amount that I get, $500 a year, helps support the family. I seem to escape from most of my problems by spending weekends sewing, and I enjoy the work. I enjoy making things, and it's constructive, and possibly it keeps my mental health in good health. I hope and pray that the family will all be well next year, that we won't have any real serious problems in our immediate family, and I hope that we will be here next New Year's Eve with good news. Happy New Year.
One addition which we should include at this time is the fact that this Christmas has been the first Christmas for a long time that we were not paid a visit by our good friend Dr. Nathan Balato, arriving at the house on Christmas Day with his arms laden down with gifts for Dad and Ma and Liz when she was here. Poor Nate expired at the Massachusetts General Hospital several months ago, where he had been admitted for possible surgery for a spinal disc. Nate was 82 years old and had been a great doctor. All right, here we are in the living room the evening after. We had missed one of our sons who we had wanted to record on the tape, big old JP. So without further ado, JP will now put this recording on the tape. Come on, John.
Well, first of all, I got a bike for my birthday, and when Craig came down, we had a 6-mile bike hike.
Smile hike.
A bike hike.
Get up closer.
A bike hike.
All right.
And I haven't been skating in about 2 years until this winter. And I skate pretty good now. I'm using Hardy skates. They're a tiny bit bigger than what I thought they would be. I need some ankle brace.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's about all. Happy New Year.
And so we wind up 1975. And if you turn the tape over, you will hear what we had to say in 1976. Out there, if you said Happy New Year, happy.
You look on your book, Kimberly. You never heard of it. You read the book. What book? Does.
No one else does. The place is full up there. How come you and Craig don't go up there?
Because we have a pond right behind our house.
Oh. Well, you make your bed this morning?
No.
How about yesterday?
No.
How about the day before?
No.
How about last week?
Yeah.
When you start making your bed, JP boy?
Well, a week ago.
How about saying something nice to the boys on the tape here, and also to your brothers, huh?
What do you mean?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, brothers.
Happy New Year, brothers.
Well, all right. List them off now. Mike.
What? What do you mean?
Happy New Year, Mike.
Happy New Year, Mike. Happy New Year, Brad. Happy New Year, Jeff. Happy New Year, EJ. Happy New Year, Clayton. Happy New Year, Matt. Happy New Year, Tim. Happy New Year, Dave. Happy New Year, me. Happy New Year, Kim. And Mom and Dad.
How about Thimo? $1,975. And so we'll close the book to end the great something or other in 1975. Right, Jay?
Right.